From museum halls to city squares, ancient Greek statues stand frozen in time, silent, stoic, and strikingly naked. But why did the Greeks choose to carve their gods and heroes in the buff? And why do so many of them have small genitals? Was it mere vanity, or is there a deeper cultural code etched in marble? Join me as we journey back 2,500 years to uncover the story behind this mystery, layer by layer. Our tale begins not in a sculptor's studio, but on the sun-baked tracks of Olympia. Here, male athletes competed completely nude. Legend claims a sprinter lost his loincloth mid-race but kept running and won. Others followed his lead, embracing nudity as a tribute to Zeus. In fact, the word gymnasium itself derives from the Greek word gymnos, which means naked. Olive oil glistened on their skin, shielding against dust and sun, while highlighting their physiques. These athletes weren't just competitors, they were living statues. Their bare forms became symbols of equality, wealthy and poor alike, stripped of status, united in sweat and strength. Sculptors obsessed over every muscle, studying athletes to immortalize them, like Myron's Discobolus. Even gods were carved in humanity's image. This wasn't just about flaunting beauty. To the Greeks, nudity was a language, one that spoke of divinity, philosophy, and the pursuit of perfection. They called it Kalokagathia. Kalos means beauty, and agathos means goodness. A perfect body mirrored a virtuous mind and soul. Draped cloth hid flaws, but bare marble revealed arete, excellence in both body and spirit. But the Greeks didn't stop with athletes. Heroes like Achilles were carved nude too. Greek warriors were sometimes sculpted nude in art, particularly in cases where their nudity emphasized their bravery and invulnerability. In reality, Greek soldiers wore armor in battle, but the artistic representation of nude warriors suggested fearlessness, as if they needed no protection. This artistic convention underscored the cultural association of masculinity with strength and heroism. While others depicted nakedness as humiliation for enemies, Greeks flipped the script. Their nudity meant power, not shame. But this wasn't just about muscles. Plato and Aristotle saw the human form as something deeper, an embodiment of universal beauty and harmony. Sculptors like Polykleitos even created mathematical formulas to define the perfect body, as exemplified in his work Dorephoros, which became a standard for male athletic perfection. Ancient perfectionism at its finest. But what of the goddesses? For centuries, goddesses wore stone robes, until Praxiteles' Aphrodite of Knidos, the first monumental nude goddess. Her hand, coyly shielding her pelvis, wasn't shameful. It was a declaration of power. Mortal women remained veiled, but divine femininity now dared to bear, blending allure with authority. And here's the question that's probably been on your mind. Why do so many Greek statues, like Hercules, flexed modest physiques? Believe it or not, in ancient Greece, a smaller genitals was seen as a symbol of intelligence, self-control, and virtue. Exaggerated ones were often associated with barbarism, excess, and lack of restraint. In their art, the Greeks emphasized a refined, rational ideal rather than physical indulgence. It's a fascinating contrast to modern perceptions of masculinity. Today, these statues challenge us. Why do we blush at their nudity? Is our discomfort a mirror of modern taboos, or proof that their message still resonates? So next time you stand before a nude Greek statue, remember, it's not just a nude figure. It's a celebration of strength, divinity, philosophy, and artistic genius. It's a rebellion against shame. In a world of filters and facades, what truths do we hide? Share your thoughts in the comments below.